Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hairwolf. Now, for those of you who've been following me, I think we all know that I'm on week 24. The last video was week 22. So this is where we're at the moment. I'm at home. It's a lovely overcast day, so the sun's not kind of like coming through crazily from the back doors. But this is where I am most of the time to show you, everything, warts and all, where my hair's at the moment. Now, I'm so happy. I had a haircut maybe about a week ago, maybe 5-6 days ago, just to kind of get a bit of definition really, because it was all different lengths on top and the sides were a bit long. So I just thought I'd treat myself. I haven't cut it for a few months. As most of you know, I was cutting it at the start of it when I really shouldn't have been. So I've just been letting it grow. But you know what? This is the result that you'll have outside. Now, I am approaching 40 years old. So for guys my age, you're gonna have hair that kind of you can see through to the scalp anyway, unlike when we were teenagers. But this is even better. I mean, this is where we're at. And for those of you who don't know what my hair looked like over, before I had the hair transplant, go back to my original video, the first and second video, and you'll see everything, warts and all, again. It was absolutely insane. What we have here now is, I'm so happy. If this were to be the finished result, then, it was worth a trip to Istanbul, and it was worth the money, which was a fifth of the cost of doing this in the UK, maybe even more at some places. But when I went to get my hair cut by Chris, you saw Chris in the first video. Unfortunately, we can't do any videos together because of COVID and etc. But I asked him, how did it feel compared to when he cut my hair last time, before I had the hair transplant? And he said, it feels like cutting just normal hair, which is such an amazing thing to have said to you, because over the past few years, he's been cutting my hair. And he's been, he's been kind of really kind, saying, oh, your hair's completely fine. Out of 10, it's probably going thin about 6 or 7. It was going 1 or 2, maybe 2 or 3, something like that. And to have him be able to take a whole length here and to cut it was absolutely amazing, rather than the 3-4 strands there was before. Say hi to Bran. Hello, Bran. Hey, do you want your... Oh. I think he's hot. Yeah, so let's have a little gander, see what's going down. And remember, this is properly in the light. At the moment it's overcast, so the light's being filtered. So it's a big white blanket, so it's really showing you everything here. I'd say everything you can see here is a graft. Now this side, as a lot of you know, was a side where it was more thin from day one. And you know what? If you think about hairlines, etc., and you think people going for transplants, sometimes the hairline can be quite a bit definite. But this kind of gives me a little, this is kind of, that's my own little look. Do you know what I mean? It's personal to me. And about the hairline as well, because the hair's growing now, if you remember, you saw a really definite, let's have a little look, can you see? You had a real definite kind of arc either side, but now it's grown, it really kind of softens that, which, I didn't think about before the hair was long like this. My hair now, I reckon, if I didn't cut it since the transplant, it would be another maybe inch longer maybe, but you can't help it really. And I really have had so much fun with it. I've been putting fibre in it just to see what it looks like. I haven't wore fibre outside of the house yet, because I don't want people to be confused by the situation, like your hair's really dark, it's not. I just want to stay natural now, rather than try and have a solid block of colour on your head, which is what you kind of progress to when you're wearing fibre, when you're going thin. You want your hair, you don't want any scalp to show, because that's what you're trying to fight against. But when you've had a transplant, you want things to be as natural as possible, So this is wicked. Well, I'll do it in a minute. I'll take you off the door, and I'll take you into different lights in the house, so you can see. When I'm in the bathroom, I can't see any scalp at all. Most of us know you go into the bathroom when you're in the morning and you kind of like having a wash. It's always quite flattering, isn't it? the lighting in there. So I'll take you in there in a second so you can have a little look. So the back of the hair, let's have a little. So here we are. So that's the side of the head. There, it's pretty cool. Nice profile, eh? And then that's the back of the hair. Let me make sure that I'm in the right place. Yeah, that's the back of the hair there. Oh, see, from the back I look like my dad. From the front I look youthful because of this here. And then from the side and from the front. So as you can see, yeah, it's looking brilliant. But again, as a lot of you again know, I've got this stick and ten with which the plan, because I want this kind of wrapped up by maybe mid next year, and I'll carry on doing videos until the 2022, just to keep in touch with you guys. Yeah, I've got weddings next year, so hopefully I'll be able to go back in November, depending on whether I can afford it, and also whether or not you can go over because of COVID and all that stuff. So it was going to be October, but hopefully now it will be November, so I can really finish this. And by the end of this whole process, I'll be with you guys for over 2 years. So hopefully you'll get something out of it. Now let's just have a look at the front again, because that's what we're here for, isn't it? I love the fact you can really bring your hair back. See that line? See that kind of block of colour? Really like it. I don't know what to do actually when it comes to growing it. I'm not sure whether to grow it out, grow it long, or to keep it at this length, because I do like this. And imagine if the length at the back was the same, it would look really nice. I can't wait, I really can't wait. So far, dreams are coming true. They really, really are. And it's there, it's right here. It's all videoed here for you. Now remember, I went to Istanbul in March of this year, and I went to Elithair, which is overseen by Dr. Balwi. Now they were absolutely amazing. I had 3,700 grafts. It cost me just over £2,000, and what I got out of it is just a lifetime of touch wood. A lifetime of lovely full hair. And it's funny, whenever anyone mentions it, which is all the time now. At first they were quite wary, but I said, you know what, just ask me if you want to know, ask me. And every time they mention it, I can't help but run my fingers through my hair. I'm like, yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? It's getting there. Because at the end of the day, I'm on week 24, and what's that? I think technically it's 6 months, but it's not. It's about 5.5 months. I've got another few months to go for density. So if it gets another 10% dense, more dense, then so be it. I will take that. So yeah, before I take you around different lighting areas in the house, the next video I do will be quite special. Now, if you remember a few weeks ago, or maybe even a few months ago, I did a takeover video with Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. I put his video on here so you guys could see what he was doing over there with Dr. Cynic, etc. My next video will be a Zoom interview with another guy, and he actually, which is pretty cool, he had his hair done at Elite as well, so we can share our stories. And he's at, where is he now? I think he's at he's not a month, sorry. I think it's at week 3 or maybe week 2.5 at the moment. So by the time we do the video, he might be at month 1. So it'll be really interesting for us to see someone brand spanking new. I think his hair is a bit lighter than mine. So you guys, because at the end of the day, when I was going through all this, when I was going through all the trying to work out where to go, it took me like 24 months, 18 months, 24 months. So if you are thinking about a process and a procedure in about a year's time or 18 months time, you got someone else to and if you're, obviously considering Dr. Balwi, which obviously at the moment, if my hair was thin now, I'll be saying no, but you need to go to Dr. Balwi. It's absolutely amazing. Then you've got 2 people then, at least, that you can kind of track the progress, etc. And it'd be cool for people on his page to see me as well, because I'm like 5 months ahead of him kind of thing. So yeah, so that will be the next video. We'll do a Zoom interview, conversation, see what's going down, you know, which will be pretty cool. We've all done Zoom. I think a lot of us have done Zoom over lockdown, haven't we? Because of, you know, doing quizzes and stuff. Right. So I'll take you around the house just so you can see different. There you go. Let's say hello to Bran. Hello, Branny boy. Hello, Branny boy. Oh, that's Bran dog. I'll take you. This is my house, by the way. Now, if you remember last video, I was in here. Look at that. It's so cool. It's funny how you keep on brushing your hair back. It's really just to show you guys. Look at the grey. Look at the greys here. I will take grey all day long. I don't want to go that, don't want to go bald really. Oh my life, look at the difference there. Nice, youthful front and old man back. That needs to go. Don't even know. Anyway, so I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you, I don't think. I think that's it. So, week 24, this is me. Next video in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, so I'll see you very, very soon. Ta-ra a bit.